At the Pinehurst Apartments this morning, you can see a lot of smoke. Several units were damaged. Part of the roof collapsed out there. Fires like that require an all-hands-on-deck response from firefighters.
But in times of budget cuts, the Oklahoma City Fire Department is taking a second look at the types of emergencies they go on. Our Jennifer Pierce is following the story and joins us with more. Jen?
All right, yeah, the Oklahoma City Fire Department responds to fires, of course, medical and non-medical calls. Now, the question is, if they cut back on some of the calls they go on, will that save money or will it put lives at risk?
Is that something that would be appropriate to visit at this time?
Oklahoma City Fire Chief Keith Bryant was put on the hot seat at a recent city council meeting. The budget numbers weren't the only burning issue.
There was 2,800 calls for service for actual fires, and there was 56,000 calls for medical.
Firefighters respond to all medical calls, oftentimes arriving before an ambulance. They aren't sure if it's a true emergency until they get there.
You could look at those and say, well, that was unnecessary. Well, we didn't know it was unnecessary a lot of times until we get to the scene and see what the situation truly is.
Chief Bryant worries cutting calls isn't in the best interest of citizens, but he has been in talks with EMSA on how to come up with a solution that could save money and get a better idea of the nature of the call.
Between us and EMSA, come up with a better way of gaining information so we know exactly when we're needed, what the most appropriate response is, what the most appropriate equipment is.
That process has been in the works for over a year now, and it could take even longer before a new system is in place.
We don't want to make sudden changes because sudden changes could potentially have an impact on someone's life, and that's not the way we operate.
And the City Council will review the fire department's response policy in 2011. Now, at that time, the council can decide to stay with the current system or they can recommend changing the policy. Amanda?
All right, Jen. Chief Bryant also says there could be a savings to changing the system, but he's unsure how much that would be.